Hello, first semester AP Psychology class from 2019, before all this craziness happened. This is a video I'm making to kind of catch you up to everything. And I also made the Google Classroom, and we will have all the information to help you do well on the AP test. I wanted to make this very short video to give you all the changes that have happened to the AP test, because there are a lot, as well as resources you can use to study for that. Because of the effect that says that the more spaced out your studying is, the better you do. If you start doing a little bit now, instead of cramming at the end, you will do very well on the AP test. I think we're in a position to do really well, especially this year, especially because there's a lot of schools that don't even have the ability to connect with their students, or it's not required, that kind of thing. And of course, everything in this Google Classroom isn't required because your grade's already done. So everything is optional here, but I do think it's a good idea to go through it. In the every B day at this point, and again, you're not required to do any of this for a grade, but every B day I'm going to be going through a new unit in psychology leading up to the end of the units that are going to be required for the AP test. Let me talk about the changes that have happened. So there are a number of changes that have happened in this year. First of all, they removed all the multiple choice questions. So there are 0 multiple choice. It is all free response. And yeah, I know, I felt the same way too. But that's what it is, and that's what we're dealing with. So it ordinarily is 100 multiple choice questions and 2 free response questions with like 5 bullets per question. That's no longer the case. It is 100% free response. 2 is it will only last 45 minutes. So it usually is 70 minutes for the multiple choice and 50 minutes for the free response. Now it is 45 minutes for the whole shebang. Also, they took away 2 of the units. So they took away clinical psychology and social psychology. And that is all the abnormal stuff, all the treatment stuff, all the social stuff. So none of that is on it, just units 1 through 7. And that is the biggest changes. Also, it is open note, open book. Which you think like, okay, well then it's going to be easy because I can cheat on it. And it is true that you have Google and you have notes and you have books, but they know that you have those things, so they're going to write the questions in a way, I'm not quite sure how they're going to do it, but they know you have those things. So I definitely want you to have all the resources that you can. So let's talk about how you can study and how you can have those resources. So if you go to the course website, which is argenheimer.com, and I have it up here. Let me try and move my body out of the way here a little bit. On the main page, you will see the massive Quizlet deck, the Quizlet terms. So this is the 595 every single term from the entire class, and it is in this PDF. It is also here on Quizlet, which is linked on the main page here. And if you go to that link, which is also just quizlet.com/Agenheimer, not Argenheimer, just Agenheimer, you can go to every single unit. You can also go this deck, which is AP Psychology every unit. And then this deck, which is every single term on the entire Quizlet. And if you see a question that you need to approach, like if they talk about the hippocampus on the computer, it would be Control F, and you just do hippocampus, and there it is. So that gets you kind of a little bit about what you're talking about, but I don't want to get too big into exactly how to write FRQs or anything. We'll do that later. But I also have linked in this Google Classroom because for the ongoing psychology class, the second semester class, we just did a review on Unit 1 today. So that's I think it was about a 40-minute video, and that's linked as well. Going back over history of psychology, which I did very briefly, approaches to psychology fairly briefly, and then research methods, which is super important, and I spent a lot more time on that. So if you have any questions, please let me know. But those are the changes for the test. You're going to be taking it at home, 45 minutes, free response only. and it's open note. So let me know if you have any questions.